do get one nipple hair that grows.
Oh, I love it.
Just one. And it always comes back in the same exact spot.
Did you name her?
Mine moves around.
No, because I hate her. She's my arch nemesis.
Life is a challenge.
How do you get through it?
Laughing at the dark and dirty. We walk you through all the naughty secrets of the adult industry, and you get to be a fly on the wall with two best friends in the business of boobs.
We want to hear your dirty secrets too.
If you have stories to share, questions for us, need advice, which may or may not be helpful,
But we'll make you laugh.
we'll always be laughing here, and we thank you for coming this week.
The Totally Wholesome, Not Dirty podcast, hosted by Molly Stewart and Laura Contreras.
And we're live.
We'll do it live. I had to watch that in college numerous times.
What did you do in college?
Start our timer.
Journalism and media studies.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania?
Half in PA. I got 2 associates in PA and then went to UNLV. And
Oh,
I got
nice.
I got my degree at UNLV.
Wow. Dang. All schooled up and
I know. It took a very long time, though.
hey, you got there.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Some
I
people
got it.
start and never finish, like me.
Me too.
I mean, like,
I just make porn. It's not. This doesn't require a college degree. But figuring out new fucking cameras must, because I'm having a fucking issue. It's not working.
But it's working.
Welcome back to the Totally Wholesome, Not Dirty podcast. We'll see how long our cameras run this time. I'm your host, Molly Stewart, and
I'm Laura Contreras.
joining us today is comedian and college graduate.
Yeah. That's actually not common that those things are together.
I love it.
Thanks.
Welcome to the show.
So excited
Welcome
to be here.
on. So in college, you finished. I didn't. I actually just took classes I thought looked cool. And that was basically music classes.
Yeah.
And then what? You just stopped? You're like, this isn't cool anymore.
Well, then I moved to Vegas, and like the main reason why I went to college was to play in the symphony because I play violin. And that was really the main reason.
That was a shock to me when I first hered it too. I was just like, how have I known you this long? And I'm just like,
yeah. And I was like,
Can you like Lindsay Sterling?
I mean, if I tried, maybe. Hey.
Okay.
That could be arranged. But yeah, so then I moved here, and I hate auditioning for anything or like being like put on the spot by yourself. And that's like the main reason why I hated being in the symphony too. Like I like playing with everyone. I like being in the group. But like when it comes down to like being alone in front of someone who's like critiquing your playing.
Yeah.
And you're just
different.
seeing the music for the first time. Like you've never seen this music and you're like, and you have to play it. It's like so intimidating. So when I moved here, I didn't want to do that again.
Oh, no. So you just gave up?
I just kind of just stopped. But like now I'm like, I should probably go back.
girl, don't even go back. Just practice on your own. We're
Yeah.
making songs in the new year. You can
Exactly.
just make a violin riff for
Make tracks.
the opening to the. You can make our own intro for this on your violin.
Do, do,
People will be
do,
like,
do,
why
do,
is it
do.
a violin? And then if they listen to the show, they know.
Be like, oh my
plays
God.
Learn the
The comeback story of the century.
Why not? And like
Yeah.
I actually like the like song for the pod. What if I just did that with violin?
Yes. Sorry, I just realized how dark you guys are, and I'm like, I don't want them to feel like they have bad light. I need to pull this light in. I think
I think it's okay.
Are you
Do
sure?
think?
Because look how dark it looks
Okay.
on the screen.
Let's pull it.
I know.
You do you.
Word from sponsor.
Laura,
Yes.
my lips are so dry.
What happened?
I don't know, but I think if you kiss me, it will help.
No.
Well, in lieu of that, I guess I might go to liquidiv.com and use code TWND to save 15% and get free shipping on everything that I purchase. And luckily, I did, because joining us today, we have sugar-free white grape from Liquid IV. If you've never tried Liquid IV before, Laura, do you want to tell them a little bit about what they can find inside one stick of Liquid IV?
Well, one stick of Liquid IV contains all the vitamins and nutrients that you need to really be hydrated, and it has all the B's.
Vitamin B3, B5, B6, B12,
and
and vitamin C, which are very, very good for your hydration station, which is your body.
Yes.
So if you think that you might be dehydrated, you probably are. If you're seeing this right now or hearing this, you are probably dehydrated, because a lot of people are. And I like to start my morning, every morning, with 1 stick of liquid IV, dissolved in 16 to 18 ounces of water. I just put it in my little tumbler, take it out on my day, and I have it before I even start coffee in the morning.
It's the best. And then this is the sugar-free one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're so good. They're all so good.
My personal favorite is white peach. I'm just currently out of white peach because I drink it all. But we love liquid IV, and if you guys want to give it a try, these are perfect for a stocking stuffer, I would think, for the ho-ho holidays, or any time of year, really. I guess you could really have a stocking any time of year, but right now it's Christmas, so consider it in your gift purchases. You can go to liquidiv.com. Use code TWND to save 15% and get free shipping on everything that you purchase. Help the pod, help your hydration, or the hydration of your loved ones. Do you not care about the hydration of the people that you love?
Yes.
Do you want them to walk around all winter with chapped lips?
No.
Depression? Sadness? Those things can come from being dehydrated and just all walks of life, but something that will put a smile on their face is a pack of Liquid IV. So go to liquidiv.com, use code TWND, save 15% on everything that you purchase, and get free shipping. Thank you, Liquid IV, and back to the freaking show.
Ooh. I love my football jersey.
I
Just
heard
chilling.
someone say one time that dogs go to who's the most depressed, and now I don't know how to feel.
Well, guess who he was on right before you got here, sweetheart. So
And, yeah, he's usually near me too.
he's like,
So
he's like,
hey.
listen, I've had enough of her. I'll take on some of her for a while. He's
Let's
like,
do
I'm just
this new
drowning
shit.
in it right now. For some
I'm
reason, she
loving
just
it.
sits there and chews on my ears in the evening as she cries. Like, I don't know what's up with that, but I'm over it.
It's so funny because I chew on my ferret's ears because they're like tiny. I'm like, it's so cute.
You ever just want to like just put their whole head in your mouth and just like, ah.
Yes, I have.
I just want
With the ferrets.
They
with
smell.
them. They do snuggle. They're like,
No, they smell. They're cute. They're so cute. Ferrets are
Yeah.
so cute. And
They
they're
do smell.
stinky creatures.
if they're the natural ones from like probably like, I don't know, where they don't de-stink them, but if you buy them in Nevada, like from a pet store, they have to be de-stinked.
That's a
Yeah,
thing.
That's a thing.
There's like a smell if you're right by their cage.
it's
but
usually their
when they're
poop.
on you,
it's usually their poop.
because I give little Boo Thing a snuggle and she never smells weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty like chill. Their poop is what smells. The litter box. I'm like, oh, I have to change that stuff all the time. But like just the pet themselves, they're not too stinky. But they do have the tendency to be stinky. But wherever they don't de-stink
Okay.
them.
My grandparents had 2 ferrets, and they stunk. They were so stinky, and they were so sneaky, and they
Yeah.
would like escape. Like
They're
were wild.
weasels.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yo,
they are
wrap
like
up in
little
each
mini
other.
weasels.
They were
They look
psycho.
like little slinkies.
They are. They have no bones. It's like they're like jelly.
So, did you think college was worth it?
Oh.
I'm just curious because I didn't
really.
like. Yeah.
Okay.
That was just what I was thinking. Okay, so like people always like, and that's what they always told you, right? Like you have to go to college. Everything I ever wanted to do was something creative. You
Yeah.
don't need f***ing college for that. You just do
Ask
it.
me how many people ever asked me to see my degree.
Can I see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Like,
We need
nobody-
like a photo of you holding your degree that David can put in here.
It's kind of a prerequisite for the pod. You know, have you been to college? No, I'm kidding.
Listen, we're very dumb people. We want to hear from people who have learned how to educate. You know what I mean? Like
No,
themselves.
honestly, it's so crazy. Like I've taught myself way more just by watching YouTube videos than like any facility ever.
That's how I learned everything
taught.
about
I feel
cameras and
that.
editing and everything, because there's so much information
Yeah.
out there that it's like if you want to learn something,
You can figure
you
it out.
can do it.
Read a book,
Yeah.
watch a video,
Oh
do
my
something.
YouTube University.
Yeah, seriously, like there are some things like I got to work in like a big studio and big events and stuff that was really cool to like do, and like there was definitely a certain advantage there. There was a big advantage there. I was in the Golden Knights locker room like as a college student doing interviews. Like I
hell
was
yeah.
very fortunate. So I was like that shit was really cool, but also super rare and just happened to be really good timing because I came out here like when the Knights came out here and it was like brand new. I was like, I'm a Philly chick and like I know sports. Da, 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 da. They're like, here's a microphone, go, and I was like, okay, I got this. So that was there.
So good.
But other than that, no, YouTube taught me more than
Yeah.
a professor.
Love
And
it.
I feel like just like doing the thing, because it's like you can read all about it, you can watch as many videos, but until you just like do it, you can't know.
That's nope.
Just do it.
Just do
Nike.
Do it now.
No free
Like,
ads.
I was thinking that in my head. I was like, here's my little autism chant. Like, I hear one word, and it goes off on, like, all song lyrics ever related to that word that stand out to me, and they play in my head.
This is true.
I finish people's sentences with songs a lot. It's a very annoying habit, but it's just like...
It's not annoying. I think it's magical, so...
We're here for it.
This is a safe space for all of your rants.
For musical.
Every intrusive thought, like, go for it.
Yes. Oh, that's a bad door to open.
Or the right one. How did the door open from a journalist degree into now you tell the jokes on stage?
Great transition. That was amazing. Okay, so I was working at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I was their video production coordinator, and I was doing a show called Sports Adrenaline. And I got pregnant. And it was wonderful. Great timing. And then I got pregnant. My kid's dad started his business the same exact week that I found out I was pregnant. So
do you mind if I ask you, was it actually wonderful? Because I've just heard it's not.
Okay, so my first one almost like took me out of this world. So I'm very biased.
That's what I hear a lot, and I'm like, no, thank you.
It was like literally like he almost died, and then I almost died, and then I up and moved to California the same week from Vegas. Like it was there was a lot going on.
I love how at first she's like, it's wonderful.
But really?
And I'm like, but let's unpack that a little bit because I feel like it was.
Was it?
It's deadly. It's deadly.
That's metal.
So it really gives you a whole new perspective on life because you're like, oh, fuck. That was a lot of fun. I don't really want to do that again. And then I got pregnant again. Like
Sometimes
right
the universe is just like, you know what?
It just happened. I shit you not. We had sex one time in between baby number 1 and baby number 2. And that one time, which is like not even enjoyable, you're like postpartum, hate each other. It's not, it was
like
the worst.
It's a necessity at that point of like.
And I had this thing that like made me really fat, and I was like still really fat at the time. I was like bloated as, oh God. So it was the worst sex I've ever had in my life, and that got me pregnant again. It was
That's
fun.
sad.
So yeah, that's
Holy
what
moly.
happened. And then COVID happened.
But that
You
sounds
did the
wonderful.
Lord's work.
So you just went through the ringer.
Damn.
I can't even
pumping
imagine.
them out. But yeah. So yeah, I had 2 kids, and then COVID happened, and then I came back to Vegas, and it was like, I am a phoenix. I am reborn.
Yes.
Let's figure this out.
I love that.
And so that's what I've been doing ever since. I was too like, I couldn't do like the well polished like that was not me. I was like, I cannot be that, and I was like forced to be that. And then I get to be like, I was like, God, it's been comedy all along, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you ever watch stuff growing up that made you ever like think of that? Like I used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like
I loved that show. That was on late at night.
Religiously, I would like repeat stuff from it and like try to act out my own things. Like
I loved that show
I
too.
fucking loved it so much.
It was I did that, and then I watched Annie was my favorite movie growing up, and Carol Burnett is like Miss Hannigan in that, and I always was like obsessed with that to the point where when I was pregnant with my first, I went to Warner Brothers studio, and we were like on the back lot thing, and I was like, this is fucking Annie. I'm on Annie right now. This is amazing because I like love Carol Burnett and the whole thing. She's like she's super you actually. It's just like do you know Carol Burnett?
Iconic.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so bad with like I didn't watch a lot of movies growing up. My family was very religious, so
Oh,
it's like
shit.
I didn't get like a huge culture thing until later, or I just don't remember my childhood. I don't know.
If something happened and it all blurred out, I don't know.
That's not my
crazy.
problem. That's
I
just
don't-
my brain
Well,
protecting
we're
me.
Remember
definitely
those
gonna get
years?
some food and watch some Carol Burnett.
Okay.
You know, we'll just do a whole marathon.
Let's do it.
She's like definitely like one of the like icons I could think of. You know, that started. You
But,
know,
like
like
old way of doing it. When it's like Lucille Ball and like variety show type shit.
I loved
Exactly.
Lucille Ball because I used to watch. We had like TV Land that would come on sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you get that, and it's like, so for some reason, all this old stuff is fine.
Yeah.
Even though it's like super sexist. And, like,
Why I oughta? Oh no!
what
You guys are
I
mad at
just-
Matt Rife. Go back and look.
go make me a
Jesus Christ.
sandwich.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's what raised me, and not like, you know, Teen Titans, like, oh, girl empowerment. And no, I'm just like, I'll just get steamrolled by a man for a decade. It's fine. That's what I know.
Worth it.
So much growth. But what was like the first time? So sorry, I got sidetracked because I was like, it wasn't wonderful. But anyway, I'm sorry.
If you want to like wrap it in a bow, it was so great. It's the best decision anyone could ever make. But please wear condoms. Yeah. I love my kids. It was terrible timing.
Do anal.
Yeah.
Anal
Solid way to
protects
do it. Seriously.
If it wasn't like such a like anal is such like a something you have to prepare for. If it wasn't, like, I would probably do way more. Like, considering I just love food so much, and cleaning out is a hard process.
So
like,
and I don't want to like anal douche, and it's a whole
for
thing.
hours
all the time.
No, it's like it's hard work.
No.
I love food. Like,
It's a special occasion. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone?
I'll take a gummy.
Help yourself.
I'll use this hand because I've been stroking him.
Just a little dog hair. I never heard anybody. We're all covered in it.
I pulled one out of my nose yesterday. I don't know how.
What?
A dog hair. Cause
yeah.
I thought you meant a gummy. I was like, do tell.
that would be so cool. Should I try?
That would be so much better
Should I try it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
right now.
Can I cut it and then just shove it all the way up?
Listen, this is America. We
Then
don't
pull
have
it out.
healthcare. I can't bring you to the doctor today. Let's not.
That's true. I'm like, Mom, I snorted a lifesaver gummy. How?
What do I do? Do I take Tylenol or Motrin? What fixes this one?
I love that you would call your mom to ask.
Oh, my mom's a nurse. I'm calling her first. Anything goes wrong in my life, I'm like, nurse mom. The fuck's good? Am I dying?
Or I'll Google that shit.
Oh, yeah. Google's doctor number one.
That my dad is a nurse, so that's who I would ask.
sweet.
My mom is just a nurse, so she's no help.
Her number's not even saved.
It's actually currently blocked. So.
Even better.
Are you guys like me where, like, if
You
do
overshare endlessly for no reason at all?
that part?
Oh yeah, I had someone tell me one time, and I felt so dumb afterwards. They told me this like marble thing, like when you meet someone for the first time, like you're not supposed to pour all your marbles out, like you're supposed to give like a couple of your marbles at a time. And they were like telling me personally, and I was like, are you trying to nicely tell me that I'm like oversharing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for who I am.
Let me just apologize for my existence. I do that anyway in the conversation. If you would listen to what I was saying, I know it's hard to pick apart everything that's going on because I never stop talking, but I feel like I have to get it all out at once. Otherwise, you're going to hate me once you find out who I actually am.
Exactly.
Let's get it out of the way.
That's the best thing to do. Because then you can really judge if you want to see the person again for another time, and you don't have to waste anyone's time.
No.
Like, let's just get this shit on the road.
All cards on the table.
I'm going to tell you everything bad that happened to me, and you do the same. Let's go.
Let's see where we're at.
And
This
the
is a
more
trauma
we tell,
scale.
it's kind of like, did you ever get involved in those
Level
like
up.
fear porn wars where you would like just send each other more and more fucked up stuff?
Who can go the furthest?
Yeah, but that's like with trauma, you just keep going and you're just like, well, I'll get you eventually, but then you're like friends and you're tied by like all the shared information.
You're like, oh fuck.
That's life.
It's so much better. It's so much easier because
yeah.
when you play the game all the time, it's so exhausting because you're like, well, here's who I am to this person and here's who I can actually be myself around, but I don't even know if I can fully be myself around them because I haven't truly tested it yet. And then it all ends up blowing up in your face when it gets to like a certain point of like, here's who I am, and they're like, gross.
12 different versions.
And I'm like, well, that was such a waste of fucking time. And then I'm shattered and then you don't want to try again. So it's like you might as well put it all out.
Don't put the persona on, just be me.
Authentic.
Here
Yeah.
I am.
And if you don't like it, I'll cry about it, but I'll get over it.
A lot faster. Let's go.
I'll bounce back.
Mom always bounces back, you know.
Mm-hmm. That we do. That we do.
Oh my God.
I just love how he's like, he'll fall asleep and then I'll do a loud cackle and he's like, every time. Because I'm like, and he's like, but then he's asleep at the same time. Good boy.
He's just my old man. He loves the couch. He's a fan.
I love the couch.
As soon as I put it together, they were all like laying on it. Edward did this thing where he dove across it like back and forth, like rubbing his nose into. I was like, can I have one thing that's mine?
Before you start marking it.
It wasn't even like fully
That's a good idea.
like
I'm gonna
inflated.
mark my spots.
Just let's rub it in.
This feels good. This is me now. It's got my imprints. Like, let's
Hailey's
go.
like, I claim this little rug back here. This is mine.
For now and forever.
Also, I don't know. Like, we did an episode like for Christmas, right? We just did our Christmas episode.
It was terrible.
Did
I
we-
blacked out like through the whole thing.
Did we even mention the new couch? This is the new couch, you guys. What do you guys think?
Maybe we did. I don't know.
Welcome to the big comfy couch.
I feel like
Did you watch that growing up?
I
Please tell me
didn't,
you
but
at least
I-
watched that.
Yes.
I remembered it.
I remember things about Big Comfy Couch. I remember I hated Barney, who was not part of the Big Comfy Couch, but
No, but they were the same like era, so it was
Yeah.
like you watched one or
I
the
thought it
other.
was,
I think the same channel.
you can't say that word, but you know the one, a P. That's what I always got off of Barney.
Barney was a pea?
It seemed like it to me. I was afraid. When I was a child, I was like, why is this big dinosaur and all these weird, like, why are they around these kids all the time? Where are the teachers? I would think that. Like, all the time, I'm like, I don't like this
giant pea.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
The Epstein Island people, you know.
I watched Barney, but I still know what you mean. I did. I'm not like. I even watched, Sesame Street. That was my jam growing up. Loved it.
The yellow character in Barbie was my shit. I remember I had a yellow blankie because of her.
Yellow.
I don't remember her name. but
Yellow
she was
Barbie.
yellow.
Was it Teresa?
I couldn't.
In Barney. What,
Yeah,
what
she-
was
Oh,
it?
and Barney?
The
in Barney.
baby.
Oh, no.
She was like baby something.
Is it Teresa? What the?
Who's Teresa in anything?
I was thinking
Besides
Barbie.
Mother.
I was thinking Barbie because there was like a Teresa once, and I'm like yellow Barbie, but yellow Barney. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Hi, brain.
That's adorable. I don't remember any other name but Barbie because I just got like the dollar store Barbies, the ones that were like
Oh no.
like one's eyes a little bit bigger. That's why I like ripped them all apart. It was cool.
I have the like turn
Baby
of the century
Bop.
Barbie.
Was
Baby
it
Bop.
Baby
Baby
Bop?
Bop.
Oh, baby Bob. That's the see, baby something.
Baby P.
Big Bean Baby P.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
We're all
I'm going to hell
die.
for sure. Oh my god.
So how was your childhood?
Great.
I don't remember.
Was it really great? That would be the question. No, it wasn't.
I remember some things. I can remember like super like young like flashbacks of something, but there's mostly a lot of nothingness and just like things of photos.
If you started thinking too hard, you're like, maybe I don't want to keep thinking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
You know
just
what?
like,
This doesn't look like it's gonna go to a happy place.
and then my
Let's maybe
brain's just
not
like,
remember
you
that.
don't remember that anyway. I'm like,
Rewind.
oh, okay.
we're gonna not go down that. We're gonna swerve.
Listen, we're already healing. I don't need to add more to this. It's like, oh, you have a scab. Let's rip it off. Let's do that, and then
In
put
there.
our fingers inside of it for no fucking reason. Let's just
Nope.
block it out. It's better that way.
Slap a band-aid on it. Let's go.
It's fine. Gunshot wound. It's fine. Let it bleed.
So raising two kids and doing comedy, like that.
Yes.
That sounds like a dream job because I think like most comedy events are in the evening anyways, right?
Yeah.
And then you get to spend like your day like with the kids and like doing
But then also exhausted. Because kids.
24/7 exhausted.
It's a lot because I still have to like work and make real money too.
Yeah.
So like it's a lot but no, it does work. Like my mom lives in town, so I'm super grateful
Oh,
that my mom's
good.
around.
Nice.
She's a big help
That's awesome.
because even though like the nights are great because it's like, all right, I did spend my time with you, it's time to go to
Yeah.
bed, but then by that point I'm so fucking tired. They're little monsters. I love my kids, but they're fucking 3 and 4, dude. They are
Full
like,
energy.
yeah, and they are best fucking friends, so like it's them against me.
Yes.
Yes.
If we don't want to do something, we're not doing it. I'm like, no. And their army is bigger than mine. They have 2 and I have 1.
Boys, boy, girl, girls.
Older's boy, younger's girl.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
so,
love that.
Yeah. But they're
So that's it, weirdly like so back when I was young, like I was a child taking care of children. Like I
Oh,
like
no.
nanny babysat for people while they were at work because
Yeah.
I was homeschooled, so I could just do my school while they napped. Right?
why not?
No, there was twins, and it was like I knew them when they were infants. Watched them until they were like 5 or 6 when the family moved away, and so they grew up through all like the terribleness. And I got so good with kids that I was like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I already feel like I did it, and that was not anything that
It
you
was
go
enough.
through. And every time I would leave, I was like, thank God.
They're
You're like,
gone
I
now.
love them,
Just
but I get
counting
to give
the
them back.
cash.
Oh God. And I was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years because of COVID and shit, dude. That's no that.
Oh, moving with kids, I can't even like imagine. Girl,
They're so
you're a
rewarding.
superhero.
Thanks. I try.
What's your superpower? I raise kids.
Yeah.
I made and raise people.
Yes.
They're two functioning people.
That's awesome.
They might eat rocks sometimes, but like they're fine.
But that's okay. It builds character. Maybe not teeth, but they're baby teeth anyway, right? They come
yeah,
out.
they're gonna grow new ones. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
It's
What's
part of
the
journey.
weirdest thing you've ever ate when you were a kid growing up that you probably still remember going, why the fuck did I do that? Do you guys remember?
Well, I went through a fear factor phase. So like,
I literally thought that I could do Fear Factor when I was
I'm like 9. Like I got this.
I'm like, I can eat a worm. Did you guys remember? Oh my god, that there was a book about like a kid who was eating worms as like a dare. What was the worm book? Hang on,
I'm
they made
thinking
us
too
read
about
it
what
for like
I-
the brief time I was in school.
And while you're looking that up, I'm
a
thinking
kid
about
that eats worms.
Boy eating worms. Book.
it's like so much comes up. It's like every boy on YouTube eating worms.
Ever ate a worm?
How to eat fried worms.
Oh wait, that sounds familiar now.
Yeah, and he like started doing challenges and stuff, and he was like cooking the worms different ways and pretending that he liked it and stuff, and I thought it was cool because he like monetized eating worms, which was gross. And I was like, I could eat a fucking worm,
It sounds like that 100 ways to eat.
and I kind
cum.
of did. My ex's dick was like a little worm.
It reminds me of
That's
that.
a small penis joke. If you guys missed it, I missed it.
Sounds like the 100 ways to eat cum.
Yeah.
When you were talking about that, she read about like 100
No.
ways to eat cum, didn't you?
How do you
Yeah.
eat something 100
So
different ways?
Ivan brought
did a
that
scene.
up.
And it was one of the scenes that they were trying to in some lawsuit about for like a porn scene. It was 100 ways to eat cum or jizz. 100 ways to eat jizz. So they found 100 different ways to eat the jizz.
Like
they would
someone
fry
fried it. Yeah. Put it in like whatever.
Cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Okay.
like,
I was like, there's only one way to.
reminded me of that. How to eat worms.
Does it make the food moist? Is it like you could put it in like muffins and it'll make them like super?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't
there's-
actually in the movie, but I would try.
There's a thing called the soggy biscuit. Have you ever heard of the soggy biscuit?
No, what's that?
It's when like a group of, I guess, guys only, right? Because
People
girls
with
do it?
penises.
People with penises will ejaculate on a biscuit that's on the floor, or like some sort
You're
of
in a
like,
circle.
yeah, all
jerking
around.
off
So a
onto
little
the
circle
biscuit.
jerk onto a biscuit.
The last
a biscuit
person-
biscuit or like an English biscuit?
I think it's like an English
It could be
biscuit.
whatever, probably.
Whatever.
Maybe
kind
a
of biscuit.
scone.
I made it like a scone when
Yeah,
I drew it.
yes. It's
No,
really
we did. I'll
cute.
give you a sticker after the show.
It's so cute.
Is there a Gary up here? No.
Gary,
Not right
show
now.
your face.
Gary, where are you?
He just
there he
walk-
is.
He
Look,
just walks out.
he's on the shelf over there.
oh yeah,
behind the little
by
ghost.
by the dogs.
Follow the red boxes down. That's Gary.
Behind the ghost.
On the far shelf.
Far shelf,
Middle
Red
shelf.
boxes.
middle shelf. Okay, I see Scooby Doo wearing
To
Yep.
the left.
Look down.
Sticker.
sticker.
In
There's
front
a
of the red
biscuit.
box. That's
Gary.
And the last person that comes has to eat
the biscuit.
Gary.
No.
That's a game.
It's like a hazing thing. Yeah.
Soggy biscuit. The more you know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of protein.
I think it's a really healthy biscuit by the end of it, depending on how many people you get in.
Right? I mean, Gary looks happy but sad.
He looks a little confused, if I'm honest. I'd be confused if I was in his position.
I think I'm supposed to be enjoying this.
But I think
don't
I'd figure it
really-
out at the end, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I understand now. It's come.
Here we go. Yeah,
Just
I
those things you block out.
it's still like one of the things I think of going, man, I thought I had seen a lot until I heard that.
Yeah.
You know?
I after as many years as I've been in this industry, nothing surprises me anymore. So it's kind of like if I hear about something, I'm like, yep,
Okay.
that makes sense. That makes sense why that's a thing. That makes sense
That
to me.
checks.
That checks. It's just not surprising. It takes a lot to surprise.
If you can think of it, it can happen. There's nothing you can think of that hasn't been sexualized. It's all
Isn't that rule
totally-
34 of the internet?
Yes.
If you can think of
oh
it.
that thing, yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Everything could be dirty.
Everything. And I try to make it that way. Life is more enjoyable that way. It's funny. But sometimes I do forget when we're out in public because we don't go out much. And then I'll like be having a conversation with her and I just see people looking, I'm like, oh.
And our relationship started, like, our friendship totally was, like, just her making me feel, like, uncomfortable with how, like vulgar she could be. And
like, how far could I push this?
Yeah, let's see how much more I could get on. Now
Like,
I'm just
I would
like,
sometimes just cackle.
now I'm just like,
Were you like sweet and
I'm
innocent in the
unfazed.
beginning, and now it's
No,
just like
not innocent, but like more.
you
like,
had a line?
I was just like, well, there's a difference, right? You're never gonna see me naked unless I hit $10,000, which is my campaign for her to see me.
I don't
naked.
even like want to see it at this point. It's just
I feel like it's happening though.
I don't even want to see it. Now that it's happening, I don't want it.
We're at 2,000 almost, so get ready.
listen, a woman's
Couple
entitled
more-
to change her mind
couple
many
more
times over the
years.
course of however long this takes, okay?
But could be 50, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna show you. Wait, why am I sounding so old? 80. I'll be 80.
that's how long it's gonna
Oh God, I'm gonna be. Yeah, here's a titty lifted up from the floor.
Oh, like I was an old lady. You sound like you're coming when you say, oh my God. But it's just funny because like all of my friends always, since I've been an adult, I've seen naked because it's all people in the industry.
yeah.
I've fucked them all.
She's fucked them all.
All of them. Well, not all of them.
Work.
Yeah, but like I have, and even if we haven't like maybe like shot other than just naked content, I've seen them naked, and I'm like, it's
out
weird
there.
that I haven't seen you naked.
I feel like I really don't know you.
It's
yet.
weird that I see you with clothes. I don't know what to say.
Every time I'm just like walking around like with just pants or just a shirt. And
Just like do-do-do-do. This is normal.
I'm like, she's not finished getting dressed, but she's fine with just walking around like this.
And then we realized this the other day. I have to I stopped. Have you noticed I haven't been sending you as many nude videos and photos out of the blue?
Because it happens to be sometimes when we're around family or a group of kids. Like, she's
Oh no, my preview screen is off. No, but there's no preview. It's just who's texting me, not what it is.
And
Absolutely
I never
not.
like considered it, like never thought about it. I was like, oh my God, that's so rude. I'm just like sending you my tits for numbers and be like, does this look weird?
She's like pulling a little hair out. Like, I'm like,
I do get one nipple hair that grows.
Oh, I love it.
Just one, and it always comes back in the same
yes.
exact spot.
did you name her?
Mine moves around.
No, because I fucking hate her. She's my arch nemesis.
Oh, mine moves around. It's like the mole in Princess Bride that it keeps like moving around. Oh, what is that? Maybe that's a Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Are you talking
I can't
about
remember, but there's
mole,
a-
mole, mole? That one? That's
Is that the one where it moves around?
oh my God, Michael Myers when he plays
Yes.
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about
I got a
a
big ass mole
and
on
it
my
was
face. I
moving.
heard that plenty of times.
Okay, anyway, I don't remember.
mole, mole.
I just remember someone points it out, and he's had a mole this whole time, and it's moving around. He's like, "What mole?"
I think it's Men in Tights.
Is it?
I
Okay.
think it's Men in Tights. Not
Dave
because I remember
Chappelle.
that. And I
haven't
never
watched
watched
that.
the other one.
That movie.
Which
We
one?
should watch it.
Men in Tights? Yes.
Robin
yes.
Hood Men in Tights.
That's
Yeah.
a classic.
I feel like that was like my first love. That entire cast of characters. I was like,
Yeah.
I just remember I love that movie.
It's a
Love
good
it so
one.
much.
As a kid, like, it would take forever for me to, like, get into a movie because, like, I don't know, maybe ADHD or whatever, right? I'm just like, oh, a squirrel.
We're all just
And,
wandering
like-
around undiagnosed in the 90s, like
Yes.
nobody was.
But
They're
that
like,
was-
you're fine, you're just weird. It's fine to be weird.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't understand things. It's like, you'll figure it out. You're fine.
I
Get
had to
out of
figure it out,
here.
so you can figure it out.
But that movie
Okay.
always caught my attention because it
Yeah.
was so good. So funny. I was like, I like this.
It's so chaotic. Like when he's like drilling the chastity belt.
Yes!
And then like I'm like a child and I'm like, oh, those things are like real. Like you
They
can like
are.
get those. Like,
I was like, that's kind of hot, though. It's a little intense.
It's
but
actually
it
inspired
doesn't look
me
like
a little
it hurts.
bit.
Is that a vibrator? Is that what a vibrator is?
if you could find a way to make that scene, I would die. If you could do that scene.
We could make that scene. You could
We
ride
have
a
big
Sibian.
plans for next year,
You
and
could
we have-
ride a Sibian on with a chastity belt.
No. What we need to get is the jackhammer dildo.
Okay.
And if we don't have one, I'll make one. I don't give a fuck. We'll have to
Easy.
figure it out. If someone can figure out how to make that, please let me know because I'm
Someone
buying.
can-
Or you just put
engineer.
handles on your wand.
Like on a big dildo.
You
or
could get
big
like a
vibrator.
pogo stick. And it could go on the end of a pogo stick, right?
Yes.
And it would like bounce.
Yes, and then I'd have to, but then I have to figure out where to get one of those metal chastity belts made.
If
that
you can
looks
make
like
one
that,
of those
'cause that
metal
was a
chastity
cool
belts, please
belts.
call in.
Please, if you know someone who
702.
works with metal and would be willing to outfit my vagina with
They
a
probably like
cute
the
chastity
Renaissance
belt.
fair, like they're that.
Oh
type.
yeah, we have to like go
You should go to
around
the next Renaissance
fair. We should.
Yes, there's
I
gonna
love-
be someone.
I love a Renaissance fair.
There's gonna be someone.
Give
that
me a
will make you
costume.
one.
Have
and,
you
like,
ever
I'm
dressed
in.
up at a Renaissance
Yes.
fair? Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yes.
same.
Absolutely.
I remember I got this like dragon necklace. It was like holding on to like a green like crystal looking ball. Oh, people walk
Get to
around
wear
with
the little
turkey
corsets and the
legs.
little fluffy sleeves. and
Yes.
your skirts go. I love it.
So
Could I just dress
clever.
up like a leprechaun or something? Troll. A gnome.
Only if you do FX makeup for it and
Yeah.
you're putting like boils and shit.
and
And, you're like,
nose.
hairs.
give
and,
yourself a hump. Like,
Yes, yes. I will go as
Meanwhile,
that.
you're
while you
taking
guys go as the
photos.
hot babe.
You're taking photos
Please.
of us.
Yes,
We're leading you
as a
around with a
hunter.
chain.
The troll. I'm coming. You get it? I'm coming.
Oh god.
Yep.
So anyway, I got off on another tangent because I was actually curious about your first time on stage and what that was like.
Oh.
And I like sidebarred so many times because my brain is broken.
So I came out as a Renaissance troll.
That's perfect.
With the
And
hump.
ever since with the hump, you got it. My hump. My hump. My hump. Yeah, it was.
Check it out. Oh. It always turns into a song.
There it is.
You are home.
No. Oh god, I love it here.
Oh fuck. But so when we first saw you do things, it was at a roast. And you were so funny. You had us like in tears. And it's just
Crying.
like that snarky stuff. And I love it. So I just feel like I'd love to see you like do an actual set, somewhere
Thanks.
sometime.
I'm
But
working on it. I'm hosting Notoriety. I don't know when this goes up, but this weekend, which will be super fun. But yeah, I just came back from Hawaii with Kitty, so that was like
Oh,
Yes.
talk about
fucking
that.
fantastic, dude.
That looks so
It
cool.
looked so fun.
it was amazing.
you inspired us. We're doing Hawaii for Galentine's.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Oh, that's so clever.
So you guys did a lot of shows out there, right? Like,
Yeah, 5
that's
shows total. That's wild.
Epic.
Yeah, it was amazing. And people literally would like run up to her and cry. Like it was amazing. Everywhere
such
we
a
went,
presence,
dude.
like-
It's crazy. And I was like, oh my god, and like little tears and like it was adorable though. They're like the sweetest people ever. But
I love that. She
really cool.
She
like
brings the vibe.
she brings the
Yeah.
vibe. She's like truly original. Like she's just hysterical and
Hysterical.
talented. I show my family her clips all the time. They're like dying. They're like, we gotta see her. And I'm like, yeah, she's
so
fantastic.
So good.
yeah, so it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Plus, I got to be in Hawaii, so
Had you been
Really,
to
I have no
Hawaii before?
complaints. I went to Hawaii once before, and actually that first time there, I literally that's when I like fell in love with my kid's dad.
Oh dang! Tell more. I'm kidding.
We went on a company trip. No, so
We met at the nude beach.
I was a party host. He was a party bus driver, and we like worked for this company. Had a really great year. We went to Hawaii, but low key, the guy that owned the company had a bitch he was in love with in Hawaii, and he was like, any excuse to go to Hawaii. So we went there, whole thing. So I was there with him. We were both single and kind of came back, and we're like, now we're together.
Yeah.
So it was a turning point in my life. So it was so cool to go back and be like, no, Hawaii means this now.
Let's change the meaning of it. I think that's a good thing for us to do too.
That's so cool.
Oh, you got bad memories in Hawaii too?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
go rewrite them.
Yeah.
Go rewrite
Because
them.
I've been like, oh, I want to like go, but I'm like, we don't have time. I'm like, if we make it work, there can be time because it's working.
Exactly. It all works
I have
out.
to justify it by feeling productive. But yeah, because be abusive, alcoholic ex always.
Don't you love him?
Oh,
We'll never get over
thanks
him.
for the memories.
Even though they
They
weren't so great.
But yeah, so not good. So it'll be nice. I'm sober now too, so I won't just be drunk the whole time in Hawaii, which would be super cool.
Did you know? Okay, so they're like doing the research, and what's the youngest generation right now?
Z.
Gen Z. The Gen Zers like think that that drinking alcohol in excess, especially, is like super cringe, and they don't do it. And that generation's not drinking. That's not the thing anymore.
I'm just trying to get on their level, but it is super cringe. Because when I think about what I was super cringe. So cringe. Like, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Cringe AF.
Not worth the calories. Go have like a spoon of Nutella. It's way better. You'll feel much happier.
Is Nutella your replacement vice?
Nutella has been my vice since I was a child. My dad had Nutella. My mom didn't like it. So he'd be gone on his work trip, and I would scoop out the inside, not the outside, because then it looks like it's full. And I would just eat my way out the inside of the Nutella.
It's just solid. The middle's like empty.
No, I'd leave I got the art with the spoon, all right? And I would curve so it was just a nice little layer. You pick it up and look full. It's fucking empty as shit. You're like, what the fuck?
You couldn't have your own Nutella?
No, we didn't have money, and Nutella was expensive. But I have expensive tastes, apparently.
Hey. Meanwhile, I was a kid eating bricks of cheese and having high cholesterol. That makes so much sense why we're friends. You were freaking eating all the Nutella, and I'm over there eating bricks of cheese. But no one's looking. I love you.
Did you have a food fight?
Okay. So like we weren't like loaded either, but my mom, for whatever reason, there's always icing, and so it'd be like the middle of summer, and we had absolutely no food, but for some reason there'd be icing, and I would eat a fucking tub of icing, dude.
Like those Betty Crocker
Pillsbury
ones?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would eat that whole thing.
I love that.
The heartburn after was something else, but I would eat that whole fucker, dude.
Oh my god,
I would eat the shit out of it.
Like,
I love that.
When my mom would make frosting for cookies, there'd
like
always be
homemade.
extra frosting. And then I would just take a graham cracker, put a nice smear on the graham cracker, then put a layer of graham cracker, then another smear. And I would just like eat through
snap.
frosting. Like, I don't know how I'm not
She's
dead.
like, let's go.
It's a fucking game changer. Did you ever do
Fluffernutters?
I love you.
Is that the fluff sandwiches?
Yes.
With peanut butter?
Peanut butter and marshmallow
That
fluff.
was the bomb. Let's
Game
make
changer.
those.
You do a little drizzle of honey.
Oh.
It gives a little bit, so it's
Makes
not
it adult.
as mucky. Yeah, it makes it's a little step up. I
Bougie.
learned that one when I was 10. Don't mean to brag, but
Pinkies up, ladies.
when in doubt, pinky out. Oh, fuck. Or just like the toast, that's cinnamon and sugar mixed together.
Yes.
Sprinkled over a thick layer of butter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Yes.
game changer, drizzle of honey. It solidifies the sugar that it touches, and it makes a nice little crunch. Honey's a game changer, I don't know what to tell you.
Fuck.
That
Is that why
camera
it's
just
like
turned off. What's
Honey
out of
Nut
that one?
Oats?
Oh, hey. Word from sponsor.
Laura, do you know what Christmas reminds me of?
What?
Balls. Hairy balls.
Nut-
Jingle balls.
Nut sacks.
Christmas ornament balls. Your balls. I think about all of your balls.
Jingle
all the time.
balls.
Jingle balls, because I want them to have clean, nice, smooth balls. And our friends at Manscaped are thinking about your balls too, which is very, very kinky. And they want to help you stay fresh this holiday season, so you can turn your hairy balls into jingle balls with Manscaped's brand new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. That's how you know it's better, because it's ultra. You don't want to be basic, be ultra. That's what you want someone to say when they see your dick, like, it was ultra.
Yeah.
You're like, ultra.
Not like it was cool. It was whatever. It was ultra.
Ultra balls. So you want your balls to be ultra. It's featuring the new Lawnmower 5.0, the perfect package for your perfect package, whether the balls are yours or attached to that special someone in your life. So my special someone uses the new 5.0. And let me tell you, this new foil blade, the interchangeable heads. So something that's cool about the new updated Lawnmower 5.0 is that it has interchangeable heads. And one of them is this nice little foil shaver, which gets really, really close. And he used to get a little bit of razor burn, like on the back of the leg. And this, no razor burn. So it's been nice and smooth, and it's super good. I think you can even just use it right up on your face for a close shave too. But
Is that the handyman?
this is the handyman.
Can I talk about this?
Yes,
because
please.
so Carlo, actually, my boyfriend uses this, and he travels for a living. So he just came back from a 2-week trip to Boston.
And he took it?
Yes. Yes. And he said this is actually the answer to all his prayers.
Really?
No lie, because he likes to do, and he has a nice stash, may I say.
He does have a nice stash.
And he likes to make it really clean, like from here, and here.
Yeah.
And he said this is the only device he's ever used that didn't scratch him up, didn't not cut his hair properly. Like, he's bought so many at other like places, and like he's like, oh babe, this thing isn't even cutting anything. So kudos Manscaped for the handyman.
And you can do it dry.
And it has a 5-minute like, let's say it's dead, as a 5-minute emergency fast charge.
Said it was good enough for a full quick shave touch up. So.
Exactly. So shout out. They really put in a lot of thought to the person that's on the go.
And they even have, so something that's cool is that the cap here has a little drain in it. So that's really nice because it's not going to stay wet and damp and collect all kind of ick in there. It can actually dry out and be ready for you the next time you need it. So
shout out.
Super,
it's a
super
freaking
nice.
Awesome piece. Everyone needs them both.
The new Lawnmower 5.0 also has a travel lock engaged so that you don't have to worry about, it just going bzzz as you're going through TSA and be like, listen, sir, why is your bag vibrating? And you can say, that's my vibrator because it's not my Lawnmower 5.0. That shit's not vibrating. That's my vibrating butt plug, TSA. They might want to keep it too. Have you ever had TSA like keep stuff from you? Anyway, this is still an ad read. But so basically, Manscaped is amazing. We've been talking about Manscaped for a very long time, and I've been buying Manscaped for my man long before they ever sponsored the show. We absolutely love Manscaped. And you should go to manscaped.com. Oh, shoot. I should have done this earlier in the show. But you guys know our code is TWND. When you go to manscaped.com, you can save 20% and get free shipping on everything that you purchase. So you're definitely going to want to do that because
take advantage of that.
Another thing that I hate about the holidays is department stores. Because everything is so busy. There's a line anywhere that you try to go.
You can't find parking. Line.
Just get stuff online. So you can avoid the department stores and go to manscaped.com. Use our special code TWND to save 20% and get free shipping on everything that you purchase. So whether it's for you or someone special in your life, gift yourself this holiday season. Gift your balls and your balls will thank you.
Jingle
Manscaped will gift you with smoothness. So go to manscaped.com and use code TWND to save 20% and get free shipping. And thank you, Manscaped.
Thank you.
Y'all know how much I love making content, and one of the most important things for quality videos is lighting. But who wants the same old boring ring light? You can upgrade from basic to adorable at KawaiiLighting.com with code TWND for 10% off. This podcast is lit by Kawaii Lighting's star-shaped ring light. There are also heart and kitty cat options to make you feel as cute as these lights look. Kawaii Lighting has many RGB options, which you'll have seen used in many of my videos and photos. Don't be basic. Stand out with Kawaii Lighting by using code TWND to save 10% and help support this wholesome pod. Let them know we sent you.
Yeah, I have a lot of those isms.
That was like actually something I like ate around friends that were from the East Coast as a kid. So that's totally has to be.
Someone told me it's poor people food, and that also makes sense.
I don't know. I think it's
like a delicacy.
I'll go with yeah.
I fucking love fluffernutter. It was a good day if you got a fluffernutter.
Yes. If you got two, fucking A. Fucking A.
I remember once, like, I had a little handful of friends, and we went.
And now I don't.
Where are you guys? I'm looking for you.
I'm not. They betrayed me. Anyway, so I'm just kidding. They're fine. But one of them is fat now, which is cool for me. That was really rude, but I don't care. She was mean.
She was talking about me. I'm pretty hot and tempting. Fat with a PH.
That's right. You are.
Big P.
We went to the park specifically with bread, peanut butter, knives, and fluffernutter in our bag to have a fluffernutter picnic.
Oh, like everyone brought one ingredient?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so adorable.
Like, fluffernutters were a big deal. I feel like I haven't had one forever. We should have one.
Do they sell fluff?
Yes.
It hasn't like killed anyone yet. Like I don't
Not
feel
yet.
like it's exactly like.
It's kind of like hidden in the baking aisle. I always see it like randomly up on the top shelf. They're like, you probably shouldn't, but it's here if you want
If we eat enough,
work for it.
If we eat enough, we might die.
YOLO.
Let's go, girls.
What a way to go, taking up a fluffernutter.
Taking off the corset. Let's eat.
She really was filled with fluff.
I sometimes wonder, like, what if my dog thinks that we're all just filled with fluff? But then I think about the way that he decimates things that are fluff. Like, he goes systematically. He rips off, if there's eyeballs on it, he'll rip them off, and then he'll pull the fluff out through the eye hole. I shit you not. When he can't get any more out of there, like his nose inside of it, like making a bigger hole, he will gut the belly, and he'll rip and he just does it. You've seen it.
Yeah.
He does
This
it
is very
meticulously.
strategic.
That's
Yeah,
him.
that's a
Yes.
strategy.
He is an
You
animal.
cool? You alright?
We cool. Fluffing me.
Do you have any pets? Because they're gonna be real jelly when you get home.
I know. No, I have my dog now lives with my mom.
Aww.
I know.
So you're good then.
Yeah, I'm good.
I always come home with like a full fur coat. Like when I'm gone home from here.
Oh, like with all the dog
Nope.
hair. I grew up with dogs. I freaking love dogs. Like there wasn't
They're
a
the
part of my
sweetest.
childhood where there was not at least one dog,
Yeah.
if not more.
Yeah. And
They're-
even when one would die, you're always like, we'll have the family members like, we have to wait. And then like a week later, there's like a new dog. And you're like,
Okay.
They're like, but we found him.
Or like, do you ever?
It's like,
it's
really?
like, where did you find him?
At the pet store?
No, at the pet store. We weren't buying pets from the store. You go to the pound and be
Yeah.
like, they'll be like, hey, you have to give us $20 and we don't know what's wrong with it, but here you go. That was the 90s. Like, they're just like, yes, please, someone take this dog. Now there's like a full like adoption
Wait list.
application. There's
Yeah.
a wait list for a particular dog.
They
and they're
have
like,
to check
but we're
out your
going to kill him.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're like, and they still have to check out your house to
Yeah.
make sure it's proper living quarters. Like,
Ridiculous.
it's like, dude, there's a backyard.
That's all they need.
They are animals. I mean, I know it's like when you really care about your dog's family,
Oh,
but
yeah.
but it's like
You ever
They
have to
are.
give a dog back to like the SPCA?
my ex
Read it.
my ex liked to do this thing where when I was feeling too lonely, this was the one that lasted the longest. He would let me adopt a pet, and then for whatever reason, we could no longer have the pet as soon as I gained attachment to pet, and then it would be given back
Abuse.
or returned.
Yeah, that's what that's called.
many times.
Yeah.
Many times. There's a lot of sadness.
Damn.
We don't think about those animals.
I'm sure they
Except
found
for
good
right
forever
now.
homes.
I
You gave
hope
them
so.
you gave them a good practice round.
Yeah.
And then they
Not
went
really.
Now they're
There
on
was
the
a-
streets freaking
Listen.
shanking the stupid dog.
Probably. Listen, because
They're
all I
robbing-
knew was like slamming doors, screaming at the top, me
Oh, shit.
sobbing in a corner, like
Dude, they're actually out
they're
there.
traumatized.
They're out there acting like men in tights. The whole gang of them.
They're stealing from the rich and giving
Yes,
to the poor though, so
I
it's cool.
see that. That's what I see. A
That's
gang
what
of
they learned from
dogs.
you.
And they were like, "Fuck yeah, mom was right. Men in
Oh
tights
my
rules.
God.
Let's go find some fluff, bitch."
Oh my God. So once again, derailed. So your first time on stage.
Oh my god, yeah. No. Okay. All right. So, all right. I officially did comedy on stage as a stand-up comedian less than a year ago. It'll be 1 year in January.
Fuck yeah.
However, right before I was doing like improv and I was like doing the sports reporter thing and I was like a theater kid. I started like acting and modeling at like 13. So that's why like comedy was always there. I was just always like trying to be like professional. And I
Yeah.
got sick and I was like, I'm not professional.
Yeah.
Let's like take this and spin it. And the thing I was like the Mad Hatter for had this like god awful script. So I like took it and made it my own. I was like, oh, I can take it and make it my own. Let's see if this works. And I went out there and I was like, it worked. Okay, let's go. Let's keep doing
That's
this.
awesome.
I found this.
Fucking
so
A.
Yeah.
That's so cool, finding your power. You know, like, and like acknowledging it, because all you got to do is try.
Try.
You know, and if it's like
What's the worst that
scary,
could
like then
happen?
fucking do it, because anything that's not scary isn't worth achieving.
No.
Usually, or like trying. Like you can't like just sit in a comfort zone all the time and expect to grow. Like you always have to just put yourself out there and be like,
See what
all
happens."
right, if it's not for me, then I'll figure that out. But at least I gave it a shot, and there's no regrets.
No
No
regrets.
regrets.
No, that's how I feel. And I was like, so when I was going through like my stay-at-home mom phase, especially, I was like heavy posting on TikTok and grew this mom following. And I started making mom jokes. And I was like, I am funny. These people think I'm funny, therefore I must be funny, right? Let me see if I actually am funny.
Ooh, are you going to give me some
Give us a
validation?
mom joke.
I would love
Give
that.
us a mom joke. We'll come back to that.
Wait, I'll get, okay. What? I think I might have said this at the roast even. Sometimes I'll just throw it in there. What did the donkey do when he was stuck in traffic? He honked.
I love it. Thank
So that's
you.
kid friendly.
Thank
I
you.
love that. Well, you're welcome from Hailey.
Be
Make sure you
considerate.
tag her if you use that, okay? 'Cause it's really good.
It is. Give her creds. Give her the creds.
So, what are your, since you are like about a year in, what are your plans and what kind of evolution have you seen from when you started?
I'm getting better, that's for sure. Like I didn't start off like hot shit, so I'm getting better. But I have like social media savvy, and like I'm trying to use that in conjunction with, and like I heard one.
Yeah.
So.
Word from
No,
sponsor.
don't.
Okay, yeah, keep going. So you blended the social media world with your comedy.
The comedy, yeah, because like you see so many people. So one thing I really didn't want to do, I was like really like moving momentum and growing a following, and then like life happened and like everything else, and I was like, I want to lean into this a lot more. And I was building like the mom following, but I was like, I've seen so many people just like be that and like nothing but that, and I was like, ooh, I so don't want to be that.
Yeah.
So let me like explore these other routes, these other options, and like what else is in my tool belt. And I pulled out all my tools, and I was like, okay, we're figuring out where this is gonna go, and it's been good. It's like projecting,
and you're
so.
doing what you want to do.
Doing
You're
what
not like
I want to
going
do.
through the steps of following others that have been successful. You're doing you,
Me.
which is great, and it's just gonna always blossom.
Yeah,
That's how people like you. People want to see different or like new or like just not the same shit every day.
Well, except
you
for
know?
toxic men of the internet, but
The
Some
trolls.
of the internet turns out they're everywhere.
The hutch trolls.
yeah, the fucking
They're the little
trolls,
goblins.
man. The Renaissance trolls.
But you know what's great about them is all they do is boost your engagement, because the people who actually like you fight with them on your behalf. You don't have to do
That's
anything.
the best part,
you can just
watching
like
them.
you can just
Yeah.
sit there like
Watching
this
them
and be
defend
like,
you.
thanks for boosting my engagement,
ahead.
dickweed.
Yes.
Like, you're wasting so much time for no reason. All you're doing is making more people see my shit. So
Thank you.
good job.
Thank you.
Slayed.
Thank you.
Slay queen, king, whoever you are.
That is the best part, though. Sometimes it's just watching people argument in the comments, like especially if it's like on your behalf. You're like, thank you, my minions.
Thank you. People in life are not usually in my corner, so it's nice to see that you all care.
I may not actually know you, but you really made an impact.
You're the real MVP. You know.
It does feel good though, because it's never good to like fight back, even though.
No, because you know it's always about them. It's like not about you. Like that whole.
That's why I try not to read the comments. But the annoying thing is that
Yeah,
social
respond
media
to
just
them.
shows you the comments. So even if you're just like looking for a notification,
Except
you're
for
just like,
Britney
I didn't need to
Spears'
see
post, which is the most annoying thing in the world. There
What?
needs to be a comment section. Britney Spears' Instagram, there's no comment section
Anymore?
at all on any of them. So there's no comments. It's just weird content now, and nobody's comments.
And she used to have comments.
Yeah.
So that she turned them off.
Yes, but she still posts.
Bring them
It's
back.
It's so
Brittany.
frustrating. I
She's
want to know what other people
losing
feel
it,
about
right?
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's kind of psycho. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go you.
Um,
It's entertaining. I get it. It's just like also like derailed for sure.
Yeah.
It's derailed.
I think it's a perfect reflection on where we are as a society.
Yeah,
I think
for
it's
sure.
really-
It's fitting.
it's like I can't tell if things are actually insane or if I'm just reaching an age where I'm like, this seems weird.
Oh yeah, I know what
This
you
is change.
mean.
I don't like change.
But
yeah, are
okay,
we getting
so-
old?
What was it? Didn't Dustin Nickerson say that at the set that we were at? That it
I
was like,
saw that you guys saw him. I saw him open for Taylor Tomlinson.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is so funny.
He's so funny.
And one thing that always stuck out when she like introduced him or something, she was like, he's actually a good dad. I remember she like
Yeah.
called him out. She's like, he's actually a good dad. He's like, he doesn't FaceTime raise his parents. Like he's a good dad. And I was like, oh, that's a really sweet thing to say about someone. So he must be a really nice guy.
because Taylor.
And he looks like a wedding ring.
Yeah.
So he's
but-
good. He's
but
safe.
He was saying like it just takes time. Like we're not like
Yeah.
we're open to every idea, but we're like this is like a lot really quickly. Like I'm not processing any of this. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
But there's like no time to slow down and be like processing it. So like boomers are just like meh. But with us, we're like, okay, I see where you're coming from, but like it's a lot of information at once. You know what I mean?
You might be right, but
Yeah.
give me time.
and
This
think
isn't-
about it.
Yeah.
Give yourself time too.
I think things switched so quickly as we were growing, and then it kind of like reached almost like a null with the pandemic. Like, no, well, I mean, people were still doing shit, but like it was like world relaxed, but we were so used to this.
Yeah.
And then we got that relax, and we're like, I don't want to go back to that. That's not the way. I don't want all this shit. War, whatever the fuck is
Yeah.
happening and going on. Can we just stop it, please?
Yeah, like what was it was pretty. Sorry, it was pretty.
That one.
Your guys' camera's still on. So don't worry.
Woo! Hey, let's do a dance. Do 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 do. COVID dance.
What?
COVID dance. Well, we were talking about COVID, right? So
It's
it's
me getting the vaccine.
Is that your booster? I'm dumb.
The funny thing about COVID, like not funny, haha, but was that period of like people are doing things but they're not. Then people realize, like, I think also if you are doing stuff like working from home, they're like, well, why did I have to spend this much time away from family or my life or whatever? Or like, why do I have to do this in discomfort for no reason?
Absolutely,
when I
no
could
reason.
be comfortable and still productive in this space.
No, that was one of the reasons I like left my full-time job recently, is because it was like work from home and it was like super cash, and then it was like back in office and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna do that.
It's like, why does this have to be a thing?
Yeah,
I was
it
clearly
doesn't.
functioning very well
And happier,
instance.
much
And less
happier.
wear and tear on your car.
And isn't
No
it saving the
food,
company's money as
everything.
well to not have
not
to
have
host
that
a
space. Yeah.
Isn't that better for the environment? Do you people care about nothing? I don't know what I'm talking
I have
about.
a recycle bin at home. We're good.
I'm doing my part. Well, do you have any tours coming up that you know of? Or?
Hawaii was my first official tour, and then I've got Notoriety this weekend, and then from there it'll be like January and everything else, and we'll see what follows.
The new
What was your
year.
favorite part about Hawaii?
Ooh, Maui.
Like,
Maui
yeah.
was pretty dope. Maui
Being
was
able
pretty
to
dope.
rewrite your own
Like,
story there.
Oh well, yeah. That was a wahoo for me. So we got to island hop. So that was probably honestly the coolest part. It was
That's
like
awesome.
island. And I got to have like a Filipino Thanksgiving. That was pretty cool.
Oh, lumpias everywhere.
Karaoke, whole thing. It was amazing.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Love.
So I did my own Thanksgiving with my kids before I left to like have our Thanksgiving. Plus they're 3 and 4, so it could be any day. And I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
Now I have to figure out. I have to like build a chimney. My son is so confused why he's like, I don't understand how Santa's gonna get here if there's no chimney. I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't think about that. I had a chimney in my house growing up. I don't know, man. So I'm like gonna build a cardboard chimney. Be like,
I love that.
That's awesome.
Santa comes into the
Santa made us a magical chimney.
The house I'm in right now has no fireplace, so we got one of those just like electronic ones.
Nice.
They're like really like small.
Oh
and,
yeah, I
like,
guess I could like put it on the TV too.
Santa,
I have,
Santa
like,
can
a-
come with
But I
AI
think a
now.
cardboard one is way cooler, honestly,
That
because
is really
we
cool.
hardly use the fake one. You know what I mean? I think I just keep up a cardboard one all year.
I mean, when they get a little older, electric fireplace, but it's like build that core memory, you know?
Yeah,
Why not?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So fuck yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Happy
really cool.
holidays.
Goddamn. I don't do the elf on the shelf thing though. I don't do that. I don't participate in that. That's
No.
psycho behavior.
So
I
is
have lot
that
of
like
friends
a
who do
real
it.
thing? People do that? Because
Yeah.
I've only known it as a joke. Or Elf on the Shelf.
No. He's
What?
right. Oh, what? It would be
My
like,
parents don't do it or didn't do it, but it's definitely, there are some parents who are like
dude,
insane
it didn't
about
exist
that.
when we were younger.
So
I
what
swear
is
to God.
it? The elf just moves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's
like-
like there's a different story for what the elf's doing every day, and when they go to bed, you do it in the night. So the elf moves, and they go look for the elf.
Well, I
and
like
the-
how Alexis is doing it with making them fuck. She has 2 of them, and she just changes their positions daily.
and
So
they're just
that's-
fucking. So
That's
she sends
the way
us
I
stuff.
would
Oh
do
my
it.
God.
So the other way would be weird too. I agree to that. Like just an elf in different areas. Like why?
Yeah.
like.
That's a lot of unnecessary work. I don't want to do that.
And then what
never-
happens at Christmas? Does the elf go away? Does he run away?
He goes back to the North Pole. Obvi.
Obvi.
He's got shit to do. Let's get
He has
real.
toys to make for next year. There's a lot of fucking kids in the world. People keep producing, you know.
Yep.
No
So
days
many.
off. 365, yo. hey.
Well, 364 because he gets Christmas off.
He does.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he's there. Actually, hang
No,
on a
Santa
minute.
works
I don't
Christmas.
think-
Or no, the elf.
I don't
Hang
think he has
on.
days off.
Hang on. This elf is going on through all of December, so this elf is shirking responsibilities. That's why some kids don't get gifts because this guy's fucking off in people's houses. Can you imagine? What the fuck?
Fuck that.
So rude. Should fire him.
We are not about you, elf. Oh, we
No,
lost
I
our
did.
camera.
Oh. I did
Damn.
make a porno elf on the shelf.
What was it called? I need to know the name. Please tell me you were clever with the name.
I
Or whoever.
am, but I think I just called it elf on the shelf.
Nice. It's very original.
Molly on the shelf.
Molly on the shelf.
Honestly, making that video took everything out of me, so I had nothing left by the end.
Jesus.
I used a goblin voice because I had come to life. I don't know why the voice had to be a goblin.
I love
But
it.
I got in the trash can like for photos. I was up on this the ledge just in my kitchen. I was up there. I strangled an
And you're just
actual
like-
elf that I bought. Yeah. My mind's not okay.
It was
But-
lit.
Had to be there.
I wasn't there. I just saw the photos. I was like, it was lit.
No.
But why were you doing a goblin voice? Like his voice was a goblin voice, or your voice was a
My
goblin
voice
voice?
was a goblin voice.
What did the goblin have to do with anything?
I thought it was weird that there was an elf coming to life. I thought that was a weird thing, so I wanted to give it a character, and I made it a weird little goblin voice. And it was no partner. I just pulled the toy out from the gift. I unwrapped one of the gifts because I
From
was
Elf?
a naughty elf, and then I used the toy
Oh, you were elf.
in a goblin voice.
She
yes.
was elf.
In a goblin voice.
Yeah,
And people came everywhere.
they flew it.
I imagine that.
Many
part.
Garys are out
So
there
many
because
Garys.
of her video. So many Garys.
I primarily shoot alone, so I just have weird ideas, and I make videos.
That's crazy.
Bitches.
Bitches.
You do like cosplay though too, right?
Yeah,
That's so dope.
I do make them kind of weird sometimes, though.
Nice.
Always.
No. What's the weirdest
mostly
one that
weird.
I've made you shoot? Because I've shot a lot on my own. But
Didn't I used to see you guys
Cosplay?
running around in like
Like-
turkey costumes?
That was
too?
pretty weird.
that was for Patreon, yeah.
That was pretty weird. I liked it though so much. Like so weird to me is like fuck yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
like,
like
let's
give
do
me
it.
more. You know, like the weirder the better.
Yeah. Coming soon, we will have our Krampus skit on Patreon. So if you're not already subscribed to Patreon, that camera died again, please go to our Patreon and patreon.com/TWND podcast. There's a Krampus skit coming.
Coming
Stay
soon.
tuned.
Here, I'll get this one. My turn.
Okay. And we should probably start wrapping up because I think we're just going to continue to have issues. And we're at an hour.
Nice.
So. But I want to make sure that you drop all your socials and all the things. Yeah, you have to turn it off and on again. I can't wait to start your new photography journey, Laura.
Let's go.
It's going to offend so many people.
What are you gonna do?
They're stealing our germs.
Oh,
They
no,
took
like,
our
I
germs.
just like take photos of her with her iPhone because it's like great.
Yeah.
And then a lot of like our like
Photographer
Photographers
friends
we've
are always
worked
like,
with.
you took that photo?
yeah, they're like whoa, you know, and it's like it's from a phone.
But
Do you
and,
have the
and now we're
15 or what do you have?
Yeah, the whatever. The
And
new
it's
one
the
is.
funny thing is it takes amazing photos. Then she got these cameras, so we've been using that. And then like quality is incredible.
You're turning
but,
into
like,
a real photographer.
But as a joke and a real like just a funny haha in my bio it says I'm an iPhoneographer and makeup artist.
No,
so that's
I saw
why
that and
like
I
it's like
loved that because like when I do social media content creation, I do
Yeah.
everything from my phone, dude. I
Yeah.
shoot on my phone, I edit on my phone. It's all there. It's easier. It's
well, she does all the
I saw that.
editing.
I was
I'll shoot it, but it's like together it ends up turning sick and like you're like, wow, this was from a phone.
yeah,
We
it's
could do it
crazy.
all.
And then when we started working with these, we just shot our skit yesterday, and the quality on these, you guys are not ready. This is going to be like a feature
Get ready.
film,
Get ready.
but probably only 10 minutes. So
A feature film that happens to me just 10 minutes.
We're gonna do it
I've
at
made
the
a feature film,
the short film
and
festival.
we need more than a day to do it because we did it in 2. So
Yeah.
it
Did you
was
do
just too
24-hour
much.
film fest or 48-hour film fest?
No, it was a
Oh.
porno,
Oh, nice.
but it was a film.
It was a fest.
It was a fest. There was a lot going on.
was
a lot
very
of festing
festive.
going on. It was nominated for an AVN, but didn't win. Never were going to.
But you got the nomination.
That's all that matters.
That's
got
a win right
recognized.
there.
Because I'm not
Yeah.
willing to suck somebody's dick for
Anything
an
less.
award. No.
But no one asked
I can give
me.
myself an award. I can just buy myself an award and be like, you made a cool video. Good job. And I'll be like, sick. I can make a glass. I can make a metal. I can
You
make
can
it look like a
host-
big dick. Whatever I want.
You could have your own award show.
Yeah.
You could have your own award show, and it would be little like Molly's. You could hand out.
Why
Yes,
not?
Please. Give me like bigger tits though. Make me like waifu. Like Molly. I'm like an alien.
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
That's really fun. We should.
Let's do it.
Can you do it like the high school superfluouses?
I was homeschooled.
Oh, fuck! I'm sorry.
Wait, the what?
The
Tell me.
super,
I wanna know.
when it was like best hair, best eyes,
Yes, yes,
class
yes.
clown,
Yes.
superfluous.
Superfluous. Wait, I know this word. Why can't I say it now?
There's
Superfluous.
a word for it?
Yeah, there's a word for
Oh,
it.
I didn't know that.
Or superfluous.
Superlatives.
Superlatives. Superlatives.
Superlative.
Superlative.
Super relatable.
Super fragilistic. What?
Super
What's it called?
fragilistic.
There we
Even though the
go.
sound of it is something quite atrocious.
Atrocious.
If you say it loud enough, you always sound precocious. Supercalifragilistic. I'm blaming on my life.
I love
Let me see
it.
what's that.
The energy.
So please let everyone know where they can find
Okay.
you before this camera dies.
Hi. Okay, before your cameras die. Hi, I'm Hailey's Happy Hour on TikTok and YouTube, and on Instagram, I'm Hailey in Vegas.
Yeah.
Hi. I'll be at Notoriety this weekend, depending on when this comes out. Okay, hi.
She just
Got
goes from one to one.
And there will be links in the description as well. You can follow me on Instagram at this redhead is SFW. And Laura.
Wham Gwam Artistry.
And follow the podcast on Instagram at TWND Podcast. And on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you're going to call it.
Look at
At,
this one.
at TWND Podcast. Is this how we're going to end every
Yes,
episode? now?
it
This is how we
goes in
did
an
last
order. Yes. It's like, and we're signing out.
All right, so thank
Like,
you.
comment, subscribe.
Please leave us a rating wherever you can rate podcasts because it really helps. Apparently, I'm told I don't know what I'm doing at all. But if you follow us and leave us a rating and send us to a friend, then that would be really cool.
Send
and
us to a friend, family, anyone.
yeah, maybe you'll win
Share.
$500. Not from me, but you might.
You might.
So share it with a friend. Anyway, signing off. We will see you Monday.
Come.
Is that how you end it?